There's a new cryptocurrency mining rig. And it's supposed to earn $19 a day.
Okay, all right.
And it's only supposed to cost you $7 per day to run at a residential electricity rate, a good one, at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. However, I got this mining rig in, which I'm super excited about. And the mining profitability on average, day over day over day, is drastically beating that projected number. Today, we're going to be digging into the Bitmain Antminer K7. My name is Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I'm a full-time crypto miner, and I've made a couple videos over the years as well.
Okay, all right.
The Bitmain Antminer K7 is a Nervos Network CKB ASIC mining rig. It's a custom-built computer or machine. It mines one specific mining algorithm, which in this case is eaglesong, or basically it just mines the Nervos Network CKB, as that is the only notable cryptocurrency on that mining algorithm. And to put this into perspective right now, okay, so we look at, and this isn't a complete full list, but it's a pretty good representation, right? We look in the last 24 hours of emission, which is basically coins mined per day. Okay, and down here at number 22 is Nervos Network. In the last 24 hours, $57,000 of CKB, or they're actually called CK bytes, which is the Nervos Network coins, right? It's like Bitcoins, but doesn't roll off the tongue as easy, have been mined. So that's 57 grand per day up for grabs. Keep in mind the market cap of this cryptocurrency is $192 million, significantly lower than many of these other cryptocurrencies that are ranking higher on it with similar or less 24-hour distribution. Nervos Network is a multi-chain scalable blockchain platform. They've got an EVM layer, an Ethereum virtual machine, that basically think of this cryptocurrency as somewhere between Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's kind of the simple way to explain it. I'm not saying that it's the next Bitcoin or a replacement for Ethereum, but it is absolutely looking to be a competitor here, and they've committed to proof of work mining for their base layer protocol, or their layer 1. They're deploying side chains. Basically, it's a multi-blockchain project. All this stuff is really cool. It's exciting to me. This means they're implementing smart contracts, dApps, decentralized exchanges, NFTs, and everything in between. Basically, that excites me. These new Antminer K7s are much more powerful and much more efficient than all of their competitors. The next best competitor, which is the IB-Link BM-N3, which I also have in my mining farm, this K7 is twice as good. Better efficiency, better hash rate, if not even more than 2x as good. And Bitmain is notorious for producing volume. They are making a lot of K7s, which is exactly why the Nervos Network total hash rate here is ballooning since these started shipping and hitting their destinations, right? So basically, how many miners are really hash rate mining Nervos Network coins has literally doubled, and they are on track to hit a new all-time high in network hash rate any day now, which in a way is an achievement, and they're excited for it because depending on your point of view, that means that their blockchain is now more distributed and secure than ever before. It's not exactly that simple, but I'll leave that at that for today's video. Have you heard about the new Bitcoin mining pool yet? It's called Pega Pool. It's an eco-friendly Bitcoin mining pool. They've set out to reduce Bitcoin mining's carbon footprint. But what's even cooler is if you mine with renewable energy, you get a discounted mining pool fee. My initial testing of Pega has been good, and they're supporting the channel. So I'm moving my Bitcoin miners over to their mining pool. I've dropped a direct link to them down in the video description below. Nervos Network has seen some good price appreciation in the last year. Just in the last 30 days, they're up 25%, 14, 31%, and they've been on a general uptrend. While they're still down drastically from their all-time high about 2 years ago, they're down 89% from there. They even bounced off an all-time low at the end of 2022, and they're up 145% from there. Bitmain has produced two models for the CKB Miner K7. 63.5 terahash a second and 58 terahash a second. This is the second listing they had for 58 terahash a second. They sold these at about $5,000. They sold out pretty quick because, well, they're very profitable. There's resellers where you can get this, and I'll explain that here in a second. But what's interesting here is that this is their first Nervos Network CKB miner, and historically, the coins that have had their mining infrastructure built out by Bitmain have done pretty well in market cap. There's a little bit of shadiness, or maybe they shake the right hands, or they get the attention of the right people, but TLDR, Bitmain Antminers come to these coins, and if the coins are half decent, then over the next 1 to 2 years, their market caps have historically ballooned. So do I think that Nervos could go to $1 billion market cap in a crypto bull run? I do. Not just because of this, but this is a positive contributing factor there. Okay, and so let's look at that projected mining profitability. We're supposed to be making basically 20 bucks a day. And if that market cap 5x'd, that's $100 a day if nothing else changed. But these calculations are wrong. Here is my Bitmain Antminer K7 that I got very quickly. Huge shout out to CryptoMinerBros for making that possible. They beat shipping on the K7 by pretty much everybody else. Buying from an ASIC miner reseller does carry a premium, but you can get the best deal possible through them by using our link down in the video description below. They have two models still listed for sale, the 63.5 terahash second version, which I have, and the more recently produced 58 terahash a second version for the Bitmain Antminer K7. So again, shout out and thanks to them for even making this content possible. This is my miner. It's been crushing it. I'm using F2 pool. I normally mine CKB on a DX pool, but every couple months I do some fresh mining pool comparisons to make sure my miners are on the most profitable mining pools, and I can share that data with you guys accordingly. So here's my data here. I've had this thing for over a week now. You can see huge CKB earnings on those first few days. There's a couple of days you don't see there as well, but over 7,000 coins. Yes, nice. Dropped drastically. Just a week later, I'm mining 2,000 less coins per day. And to put that into perspective, right? 2,000 coins is a $10 drop in mining profitability. And the cryptocurrency was trading at a higher price point at some of these different points. Also, just a bit of a correction per coin gecko, the market cap for Nervos is $162 million. So really a 10x is not insane by any means as far as crypto valuation goes. A 10x on this market cap would bring it to 1.6 billion. We've got awful coins that have commanded $1 billion market cap. But I've been mining right now the last few days 5,300 coins per day. That equates to almost $26 per day. That is drastically better than the calculations from some of these, ASIC miner profitability calculators that are just proving to be more and more inaccurate, which is exactly why VoskCoin is building our own, a much better version, and I'm going to try to aggregate a lot of data from our own mining rigs, bringing you real world mining profitability and not just a calculated projection based on some inputs and someone else's API, which will leave the competition wondering why. And I say, why not? But back to the point, $7-8 a day to operate, which brings this down to, could say 18. I'm effectively pulling $19 a day in mining profitability, or really putting, after the electricity bill, 3,900 CKBs in my wallet, in my pocket. I know some people laugh at me in the comments in market conditions like this. I really don't think a 10x is out of the equation at all, which would effectively bring me to 37,000 CKB a day, at a USD valuation, or 180 bucks per day. I'm paying my electricity bill out of pocket as much as I can right now and hodling all of my coins as I can right now. It's not financial advice. You do whatever you want to do, but you hodl in a red market and you take profit in a green market. Welcome to crypto investing and mining 101. But yeah, the haters will cry and be toxic, and the playmakers are out there making plays, making it happen. You don't want to mine, that's fine. I don't care. Go buy the coins. congratulations. But nothing is more fun, cool, rewarding than mining. And at some point, okay, I break even on my mining rigs, I pay them off, now I have hardware I own, and all I have to do is deal with this electricity bill, and I'm getting free coins on top. Furthermore, in the right market conditions, it makes sense to hedge some of your farm and sell off some of your gear. This mining rig in a green market would easily be $20,000, if not more, okay? Now's the time to buy coins. Now's the time to buy miners. Now is the time to get your stacks of coins up. A couple things in the last year have absolutely just decimated some of my positions. It's been devastating, but I can sit here and cry about it, or I can pick up the pieces and keep pushing forward, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And I don't know, I've just been a little tired of all the negativity lately in the crypto sector, whatever, across the board. Some of that's been directed at me. I'm a public facing figure with the VoskCoin YouTube channel. That's fine. I'm going to keep grinding. The end. If everybody thought it was a good idea, then it wouldn't be a good idea. So let's run some numbers, right? Let's take after the electricity costs. So, conservatively, I'm pulling $18 a day. Mining profitability is trending down. I think very realistically, once more of these miners hit their destinations in the short term, if CKB doesn't appreciate a lot in price, we could be looking at $10 per day per these K7 miners, especially on the 58 terahash a second version. Okay, so you look at how many coins you're getting, and you fuel up your hopium. Yeah, absolutely. But you also run the numbers in your USD per day. That's how I get the electricity bill, and that's a very common question here on in the comments. And of course, you're buying these things based on dollars, which anyway, you guys probably get this by now. But let's just take $18 a day, right? And we break that out over the next 365, and that brings us to $6,570. So basically, over the next year, we would break even on our mining rig at a reseller price point. More realistically, we'll probably see $10 per day, short to medium term, and that brings us to basically a 2-year break-even point at reseller rates. All we need is the coin to double, and our time is cut drastically down on that break-even, increasing our ROI, or our return on the investment here. So ultimately, I personally like Nervos, bullish on it. Bullish on these miners. I think they're a good play, and I think these are good market conditions to be building out a mining farm. Bitcoin is hitting new all-time highs in network hash rate and difficulty, and which is cool, I guess, for Bitcoin, but that price ain't an all-time high, not even close, which is a little tiring. Bitcoin mining is so competitive. A lot of those major miners are either they're scared or not interested, or their investors and their backers, whatever, aren't interested in these altcoins. It's a great opportunity for smaller and medium-scale miners to get a lot of that mining profitability, a lot of that upside, being more agile, being more in the know, being more research, and taking a bet here, a gamble, which they're not advising gambling per YouTube. But yeah, anyway, just some food for thought, strategy talk, things to think about. Of course, you could mine all these coins and dump them straight into Bitcoin. I personally think that's lame, because you're really suppressing the project that you're mining. And that kind of gets back to the whole topic of miners being leeches on their ecosystem, maybe being overpaid for security if you're just going to dump all the coins. But a coin needs to have some good reasons and a use case, and above all, use and adoption to truly reach genuine price appreciation. But hey, I love this stuff. I could talk about it all day, but I won't. My name is Vosk. You are on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, which is home of the CNO, the Chief Nervos Officer. That's gonna be Tails, the tickliest, the tubbiest. Just kidding, don't tell her I said that. But in the winter, me and her put on a couple extra pounds, and when it gets a little warmer, we try to take those pounds off. Subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.